Good evening. The Constitution has provided reservations for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. And I am discussing with you with respect to the employment. That is the reason why SCs and STs are getting reservation in proportion to the population in government jobs. But over a period of time, the concept of reservations in promotions have also come into the picture. And this particular case went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has given its verdicts in various cases. And again, the issue is back in Supreme Court again. But this time, Supreme Court is very clear. It said that it will not be interfering into that one. It is up to the states to decide and implement the verdict of the year 2018. That verdict was given by Constitution Bench headed by then Chief Justice of India Deepak Mishra. And as far as 2018 judgment is concerned, it has modified the earlier judgment of 2006, wherein the quantifiable data has to be proven. So you have to prove that there is a backwardness. There is a backwardness in this community, SCs and STs, and accordingly you can provide the reservations in promotions. So this is what is happening. Now it is up to the states to decide on this. That is what the Supreme Court has said. But in the year 2018 itself, Justice Nariman said that whatever the judgment that was given, that was in contrary to Indira Sawhney case of 1992. In that particular case, Supreme Court made it very, very clear that in order to give the promotions, in order to decide something for SCs and STs, there is no necessity for any test. You need not ask for any proof, and they should be provided with the reservations. So this is what the Justice Nariman wrote in the year 2018. And as of now is concerned, the Supreme Court on September 14th, 2021 made it very, very clear it is up to the governments to decide upon the backwardness of the SCs and STs for providing the reservations in promotions. Meaning the Supreme Court refused to reopen the case that is related to the judgment that is related to the reservations in promotions. So as of now, even whatever the Supreme Court Constitution Bench said in the year 2018, that should be implemented. So when the council argued that it is varying from state to state, different high courts have got stuck with this particular the judgment, what to do? Then Supreme Court got angry. We are not here to advise the government on how to implement the policy. We are here to look at whether something is constitutional or not. So policy decisions must be implemented. How it should be implemented, that will be decided by the respective governments, the court said. So because of this particular case, again, the concept of reservations and promotions have come to the forefront again. But please remember, Supreme Court refused to reopen the judgment of 2018, and it refused to refer this particular issue to 7-judge Constitution Bench. So this is the current status. So what is going to happen? It is up to the states to decide on this. So in this session, we are going to look at the latest statements given by Supreme Court. We will be looking at 2018 verdict, right? Jarnail Singh case, and 2006 one, and Indira Sawhney. So all this we are going to look into it now. Look at this. On September 14th, 2021, the Supreme Court said that it was not ready to reopen a debate on its judgments granting reservations in promotions in government jobs to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. So, this is the point. So, a bench led by Justice L. Nageshwar Rao reiterated the court's stand that it is up to the state governments to find ways and means for implementing the court's June 2018 judgment. So, what is the meaning here? We are in the year 2021. This particular point was reiterated by Honorable Supreme Court on September 14th, 2021. We are not going to reopen any debate. Whatever the judgment that was given by Supreme Court Constitution Bench in June 2018, that has to be followed. You find ways for implementing that judgment. What happened in the year 2018? Constitution Bench, which was headed by then Chief Justice of India, Justice Deepak Mishra, that modified 2006 judgment. Follow very carefully. We are in the year 2021. Court referred to 2018 judgment, and when you go to the 2018 judgment, then Constitution Bench, which was headed by then CJI, modified 2006 judgment, right? And that required the state to show quantifiable data to prove the backwardness of SCs and ST community in order to provide quota in promotion. So, you must show the proof of backwardness, then only reservations in promotions will be permitted. Clear? Later what happened? The 5-judge bench judgment in Jarnail Singh case in 2018 had given huge encouragement to the government, huge fillip to the government's efforts to provide accelerated promotion with the consequential seniority for SCs and STs in government services. Clear? This is what happened with respect to 2018 judgment. Kindly remember, we have also referred to 2006 judgment. Look at this. Writing the verdict of the Constitution Bench, Justice Nariman said that the requirement to have quantifiable data before granting reservation to SCs and STs. Listen to me carefully. Requirement to have quantifiable data before providing reservation to SCs and STs was contrary. Very, very, very important. It was contrary to an earlier 9-judge bench verdict that was given in Indira Sawhney case. So, Justice Nariman said that there is a clash, there is a contrary to the judgment of 1992 Indira Sawhney case. What happened? What the court said during the time? Let's have a look at this. Look at this very carefully. In Indira Sawhney case, the court said, test or requirement of social and educational backwardness cannot be applied, right? So later the court said that you take the proof of backwardness, accordingly provide reservations in promotions, but earlier judgment said that it cannot be applied to SCs and STs because they are indubitably fall within the expression of backward class of citizens, meaning in order to find out the backwardness of SCs and STs, there is no necessity to take any test or any requirement to prove that there is social and educational backwardness, because they automatically fall in the expression of the backward class citizens. Very, 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 very important. Clear? And the bench refused to refer the Nagraj judgment to 7-judge bench. It also dismissed government's view that comparing strength of SC/ST community to the population of India cannot be the test to determine whether they are adequately represented in government services. Clear? And it had held that the question of adequate representation of an SC/ST community ought to be left to the respective states to determine. When the council asked how to determine, court got angry. This is up to the government to decide. We are not here to guide you on how to implement. Right? We are here only to check the constitutional validity. This is what happened on September 14th, 2021 in the Supreme Court. Right? And as I tell you many times, these type of topics are very, very important. Anything that happens in Supreme Court is very important for the examination. Fine. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next class.